You do see the dice roll this time. You
Yeah,
don't
but we
see the
don't see the
dice though.
numbers. Okay, that's a 6.
And the 6.
Is that 2 6s?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he was
Hevene
rolling.
is running high.
He was rolling for his opponent. He's running. Yeah, so that's 6-6 and 2-5 and 5-5. So RJ got to choose here.
Okay, you got the insight on this matchup. I definitely haven't really played enough law to get this. How do we want to do it here?
Yeah, solo play,
Still.
we definitely want to go first, which is why RJ takes first here.
Mhm.
Which is something that I can spoil.
Mhm.
But yeah, it is very favorable for Law. If Law gets going, there's a lot of 6K swings, a lot of pressure on the board early, cheating characters from live, and
And
then
I guess Bonnie can do work as well.
yeah, Bonnie as well, but the main card, Hody Jones, second best card of the format, always threatening.
Mhm. What is the best card of the format? I don't know. I don't think there's a very clear winner for this, right?
Oh yeah,
Definitely
yeah,
not an event or
definitely not.
anything.
Yeah, it just happened that there's a few Luffy leaders on the top, but that has no specific reason for that.
Mm-hmm. No,
Maybe Gecko Moria is the best card of the format, even though it's
yeah.
gone.
It's just a shadow of Gecko.
Giant format has made me miss Gecko. I'm gonna be honest.
I I mean, not quite miss, but almost for me. And I was a Gecko main, but yeah, I don't think I enjoyed too much my 7 Luffy leader giant matches on Saturday. That wasn't great.
I want PY back.
Yeah, yeah, kind of do as well. Okay, let's see. Are we gonna see a searcher? Please, Hevene. They both kept, right? I don't think we got any mulligan here, so I'm really hoping we get to see some searching. Okay, yeah,
Not exactly
that's not
searching.
searching. That's not searching. That's not what I wanted to see Hevene. Um, I guess it probably means the next turn can be explosive anyways. Huh. Would you swing in this scenario after whatever the turn is?
As the law player,
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
a very specific card being either bluffed or telegraphed.
do you think
Uh,
about the Bagua?
yeah.
A Bagua only works at 2 life.
Okay,
I'm
then
pretty sure. So
it's 2 or is it?
I think
Well,
it's.
then
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's 2. So Bagua right now is not an issue.
Then why would we keep those 2 done up and not just swing
Swinging
how
7
another
is better than swinging
9?
the 9 for sure. Because like if you swing 7, your opponent might counter it, which is better for you than him taking it. But if you swing 9, then your opponent's definitely gonna take it.
Yeah, I guess you're just giving room for the error.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Bonnie. It's not gonna be low. Cavendish. Okay, and we get to replay the base, I suppose.
Yeah, this is a bit odd.
Uh, huh.
Bouncing the Bonnie instead of the beige. Then with his 2 down. Just passes.
We
Okay.
pass.
Now,
Yeah, no, that's
now I'm a bit confused.
that's not great.
We could have bounced the beige and replayed the beige instead, and then we would have had Bonnie on board still.
Yeah, and that also means that we will have had some god threat protection.
And we still have Godfred protection.
Oh yeah, true. It's just Bonnie that's not there. And we, yeah.
do another 7.
And if we had money on board, we could have considered the block.
Yeah, if we had Bonnie on board, we definitely block here. Don't want to be pitching cards, but going down to 1 is also a bit risky.
Mm-hmm.
We just block this.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate on the bouncing. Is the consensus still that green yellow low is favored into blue purple? I think so, right? It just
Yeah,
naturally works into the plan.
it's still very strong. But like every deck that's put into blue purple, like if blue purple just survives for long enough, then the deck is really strong.
So with the game. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a race against the clock because they will get to have 2 curated draws per turn while you don't, and
Yep.
then you get extra value of random things like Sanji. So, plus they get good use of the fair and balance card, which always helps. I'm gonna slowly take a list that take a look at the number of Soros we run. 2 Soros. Okay, nice. I have not even fully realized how many Dietmar was running on, but I like that.
Okay, so we play beige, preparing our life.
Okay, that I like. That's some good role playing in this spot, stopping the category from coming. At least slowly stopping it. Even though we have a spoiler alert with the list and it's not category
Yeah.
the 8 cost we would need to be worried about, but still stops the 8 drop, so
Playing
it's
law,
fun.
play a Bonnie, not using the ability. And we could use the ability to take Bonnie and put Bonnie. Just because we can. There's
Yeah.
no point. Now he swings to Cavendish to get his down back. Found him. Yeah, and we need to play a 1-drop to bounce back for the ability, but unfortunately it doesn't have a searcher. So he has to play the beige again to bounce back. Beige.
Yeah.
This is where Law usually is really strong, because if this was a searcher, then he would just be up a card now right now. Because the searcher drew him a card and then he gets back the searcher to end.
Yeah, had we seen a search early on, like we would probably have a hand size that would be at least 3 cards higher.
Gravity Blade right now would be very strong. We are not running it.
Because we're too busy running different shapes of Spanish themed characters,
Yeah.
which I got to fully support is legally binding. Okay.
Playing Nami. I mean, in this spot, in the list that he's playing, Rosinante would be also very strong.
Yeah. We're still not on the right number of them to start gianting, right? So I do think this might be slightly better. Like there's a lot of 6k swings that can come your way, and you don't want to be seeing this. It's a decent hand size still, though.
Yeah, we haven't really put in much pressure. I mean, last turn He gave us 2 cards, but that's it. But now we can definitely pressure him a lot.
Yeah.
7 cost low would be great. Even Hody is fine. Hody is very good actually. We have Hody here, we just slam Hody, hit an army, and have a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and we have 2 blockers to stop any nonsense as well.
Could even do something like play Hody, restand on, bounce back like the Bonnie to hand after swinging with it, and then playing beige blocker.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That would be the ideal line. And having Bonnie back in hand to stun like a Lin Lin or Sanji later.
yeah. Also, given the current situation, I don't dislike any play that lets you swing with Bonnie and then restand, like basically bounce her back and replay her.
Yeah, if you can lock him from using Don next turn, like to the counter, like the 10th Don, and you can put a lot of pressure on the blue-purple player. But what he doesn't know is that it's the, or at least
Don
doesn't know it
Quixote.
yet, that it's the Don Quixote version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We are putting Cavendish in live, which would be face down, but it's not that big of a deal. We're just healing. We're not playing anything. Restand
Oh,
law
we
would
might
be
be.
crazy here.
Yeah. Does feel like we're gonna do a Cavendish into Cavendish play here.
Restand law would have gone crazy. Could have went like 6-6 and then put some down on Cavendish, swing 7, restand 2, attach some to leader, attach some to Cavendish again, swing like 8, swing another 8.
Mm-hmm. 6 taken by ARJ this time. Okay.
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Bagua. Okay, we roam to 9. It's fair enough.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I wouldn't even hate swinging 6-6 instead of 8. I think I would have went 6-6.
You still can, right?
How?
We haven't used leader ability, so we could bounce Cavendish to play Cavendish of Life, get 2 down back,
Okay.
and swing 6 again.
I mean, but then I wouldn't want to. Maybe then I wouldn't want to swing 6-6 because then my block has rested. But I mean, he blocked this swing, so then we could.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now then, I mean, taking a life to swing 6 wouldn't be worth it. That's just
No.
one more card out of his hand, but we have one less life. But like instead of the 8, 6-6 maybe wouldn't be bad. Especially because the 7k was guarded by Bagua.
Bagua. Yeah. Okay, now Luffy started to play. We have seen a giant. Did he send it down or top?
I did not pay attention.
Yeah, we suck commentating this. Too many things happening at the same time. I was way too focused on the green yellow law board.
Yeah, 9 is possible now because there's no beige on the board. I think it's about blocking this. Yeah. Now there's a Cavendish on top and on bottom of life. The Cavendish
Here we go.
army. The Cavendish army. I mean, the board is still looking very strong, but now on RJ's side, it's also very strong. This is where Law runs out of time slowly. Law doesn't find like an angle to lethal here. Not this turn, but maybe setting it up for next turn.
Yeah,
We we
mopping up.
we didn't have a searcher. This is why we don't really have that many cards in hand anymore.
Yeah, it's very sad when the deck doesn't really find the searcher because your whole mechanism to keep going is slowly withering in front of you. Okay. Can we please get Hevene Supernova Luffy to at least do some shenanigans? Or Kid Killer. Kid Killer would be alright. Even Bonnie, just genuinely any of the searchers.
Odie wouldn't be too bad.
No,
Depends how much counter he has in hand on his like 4 cards. Then we only have 2 life.
yeah, that's very fair.
And we could rest it on pressure a lot. And man, we have for sure have lethal next turn. As long as we survive. But with not that many cards in hand, our board might just be gone after that. That's the biggest issue we have right now. If we push now, we lose our board. Even if we play like Hody, could just clear the law and Hody.
We're going an 8. That's very likely gonna be it in the Giant, or we're gonna hold off.
I mean, Gear 2 would be better than Giant here. Just cleanly guarding out of it. Because he used up it on with Lin. So we would be at 9 next turn. Giant here.
That is true. We do know Giant is there. Ooh.
And he just decide to Giant.
I do feel like a Hody might have been lethal here.
Maybe,
Mm-hmm. 8. Okay.
And give him 2k, 1k.
Mm-hmm. Not sure I love another 8 here.
I mean, we need to put some pressure, but at the same time, like, we're gonna lose our board.
Yeah.
Something funny would be just like swinging the 7 cost law, restanding the Bonnie that was rested with the restand law and just passing. Having 4 active bodies on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's another. The 10. Probably take the 10. And beige. Oh,
No.
I mean, you can play the beige again now.
Oh yeah, I guess. And that's gravity blade proof.
The question is just, does he survive with ARJ, you know? Does he survive with ARJ? 8 drop Luffy, the rush Luffy would also be very bad for him.
Oof, that do we let that bunny die if it's been swung at?
I would probably swing at character law, I would assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we have the Usahachi, we go there first. Although if we take this life, I guess we guarantee the lethal. Okay, we get rid of the blocker.
And we need the blocker to protect our law. If we block this now, then our opponent could just try to kill our 7 cost law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we kind of just need to let it go. There's also still Gravity Blade Dawn up. Uh, although they don't want to be doing that because they would just die to leader swings. So
I mean, yeah, if there's Gravity Blade now, then
yeah,
that's
we're good with it.
that's just okay. So yeah,
We're
19,
good with it.
19 phase. And we are playing into Hodi a bit because this looks like we are playing Nami and then leaving some Don up.
Yeah.
I would probably just get rid of it. Just letting it die. Or
Yeah.
countering. Letting it die or countering.
Take the life. Yeah.
Okay. He passed with 6 Don or 7 Don available.
Yeah, he's not dying to Hody. That much we can tell.
Yeah, there's no Hodi shenanigans anymore. And by now his opponent also realized that he's playing the Dofi pirate package, so we have to expect him to play the slow beam, which he is playing. So if you swing the Cavendish, then your law gets rested. If you swing the law, then your Cavendish gets rested.
Okay, slow is only a 2k counter.
I
How
mean,
much we swing
you
with
could
law?
just swing 19 and pray that your opponent is bluffing or
That is a fair
split the
point.
Don. I mean, if
You
let's
can
say you have
probably
another
go 18-6-6 if you want.
I mean,
If
yeah,
there's no
unless
Noro.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no slow beam. To be honest, we could just swing the law, bounce the law with leader, heal,
Play the law.
and try to
Yeah.
survive.
That is actually fair.
Bonnie and some blocker would also be good. Just freezing one of the characters and trying to survive.
Mm. Yeah, I'm actually curious on whether it was worth blocking the Bonnie just to be able to bounce the Bonnie.
I mean, in that case, we
Like,
wouldn't have the Bonnie on board, so then the blocker on board. So that would be an issue too. If we just stun like Linlin but have no blocker in hand,
yeah.
then we're still dead. Okay, so that is 14.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a look at ARJ's list for a bit as well. What setup do we have? We have 2 Noronoros, 3 Baguas, and 4 Gear and 4 Giant.
Yeah, this deck isn't dying quickly.
Mm.
Starting off with Giant.
It's 10.
That is Bagua. Oh, it's
That's
not Bagua. It's the rest event. So now he goes up
12.
to 12 and rests the Cavendish. Alright, maybe if you know that you're going to survive, maybe you just rest the beige.
Yeah.
Would be ballsy. And he's reducing a lot of Don. We're on 6 Don now, so 8 Don the following turn.
Yeah, it's definitely the Cavendish there.
We still need 2k, 1k. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say you don't survive. You could still rest the beige, make your opponent think you survive, and then have them play defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Could just swing 10 again and hope it's enough.
Yeah, but I don't think that's really worth it because it does open up to some Cavendish plays, right? Like if you keep the Cavendish up, you could put 1 Don on leader. Oh no, it's only 5 Don, not 6. So no way to put 1 Don on leader. And and Holy, cheat Holy in.
That would be funny.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, other than putting a lot of blockers now, it doesn't really have an option. It's 10 or blocker.
6 cards in hand for Arch. Well, the timing for that is not great,
We did find a searcher.
I guess.
I mean, if you find beige, that would be best. We have a Don for leader to bounce the kid killer to hand, play beige, and swing 6.
Yeah. That is not beige.
It is not beige, yeah.
Does that help us in any manner? I guess technically we can Cavendish into no, because we have nothing to restand. It's not gonna be it.
No, it's just 8. And bounce the kid killer. Or if he has it, another beige. Okay.
Okay.
Suddenly going for leaving. Bouncing is restanding the Cavendish, so we get to swing.
6,
I guess 2 Don left, so it's 6,
6, 8, 6,
6,
9.
9, or 7, 8. 7, 8 is probably better. Okay, 2 1Ks. Is the dream alive?
I don't think so.
It's not, no.
And it's not. 3 cards in hand. And that's game.
If we started with the search, maybe we could have gotten there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we found the thing earlier.
Yeah, if we had a hidden killer sooner, maybe. I also don't think I concede in this spot, to be honest. I think I make my opponent do the math properly because I'm running room, right? And I have a hidden killer. So there are ways to do this at least somehow and get to stop one of the 9s. We are on 6 Don after 2, right? So we can effectively go 10, 10, 10.
Isn't it just math after, like, he has 3 cards in hand?
Yeah, it's math. It's math. Um, yeah, but like taking that life for the restand was rough. Game 2. Hevene chose to go second.
Yeah, he was surprised game 1 that his opponent chooses first, and then now he lost and chooses to go second. I guess he's just not experienced in the matchup yet, but that's fine. Like,
Yeah,
this is to learn.
he's been picking up the deck fairly recently. So there's something
We
that.
have another subscription with Prime. Thank you, Heapster.
Thanks, Heap.
Heapster.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, am I still gonna be thrown in the basement, or am I good? How many subs did we get today? I think that's only 3.
I mean, if you count yourself tomorrow, like earlier today, then that's 4.
That- yeah,
So you need
maybe.
one more. one
Maybe.
more or DJ dies.
Pretty much. Okay, cool. We do have the searcher this time, so it's not as difficult. We take the 6.
The basement.
Yeah, Jake's gonna take the subscriber back. Yeah, so I go to the basement.
And you're kind of already in the basement.
Yeah,
Oh.
100%. Oh my god.
Keeps the
Heap,
gifting
you're
vibes.
way too good for this. Thank you for saving my life. Thank
Ask and
you.
you
That's
shall
super
receive.
sweet.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's this PayPal account called that has my like first and second name. It needs a few millions on it. Like while you're at it. But I guess yeah, DJ survives.
Yay.
You have
Yay, I'm alive. I'm not gonna get Jack's not gonna not gonna do anything harmful to me today. Um cool.
we took
Okay.
this we took the 6
That is a bit telling, isn't it?
from which side. I mean both players took the 6. I think Law wants to take the 6
Yeah.
for blue purple. Would have assumed he gave a 1k, but maybe just didn't have a 1k he was ready to pitch. Because like most of your 1ks are your random cards like Bonclay and stuff. Or Nami, so yeah, just the cards you want to play. But yeah, this is unfortunate having to play Restand Law here.
What is happening? Just for the pressure.
I mean, maybe it's the only like 5k buddy he had. 5 cost buddy.
Hmm.
Just for the
Yeah.
flex, swing 4 at his leader with the Bonnie and restand it.
I think he just played the Bonnie, so not even that is
Oh yeah,
possible.
yeah. That's not even possible. That's rush for this exact scenario.
Mm. Okay. That Sorojuro is gonna be a bit annoying as well.
Swing.
7.
Yeah, that's 5 and 6. I think would have been maybe better. Because now you could block 7, but if you swing 5 and 6, then your opponent has to counter at least one of them.
Hmm.
And yeah, would probably just block this. No point giving him 2 cards. He does give him 2 cards though.
There's the point. And one's a searcher too. No. Oh, hold on a second.
When you bounced Kid Killer, so you have Kid Killer.
Yeah. I was just trying to think whether there was a play where you could have that Bonnie be doing some work, but not really. We don't have enough done. I'm infiltrating. That's gonna be a bit awkward for the Sorojuro removal. Okay, let me think a bit. What are we going to be playing the best case scenario this turn? I guess freezing that Sorojuro is not completely terrible, but it's already done some of the work.
I mean, freezing it doesn't really do much because at some point you have to clear it. Like if it's on the board when you play like Lidlin, for example, just gets it on back for free. Uh, You will have to swing it at it at some point.
Mhm. No, and I guess the sooner the better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you might as well just go to
Yeah.
6s now. Or 1/6 if it's the only thing needed.
Yeah.
Oh, different
Do have
searcher.
we do have the Luffy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the best play here is still like the most like streamlined early game for Law. The obvious turns. Cavendish, Beach, and Law. That would be very strong. You have 2 more 5 cost bodies, 2 more
Think of the
blocker.
devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah, but could also just play Cavendish, bounce the Luffy, gamble on your life, and then if there's nothing in it, just swing.
Yeah, that is fair enough.
But yeah, Cavendish, Beige, Law, and then Law playing like 2 cost Beige. That would be like the insane play we have. But that's a lot of cards we need for that.
And that we didn't have previous turn, right? So we would have needed to draw the restand law. We do that, okay. Okay. Restand. Can we find it? Yeah.
We
Okay,
do
that's
have the
good.
plays.
That is good. Bounce the beige.
Yeah, bounce Beige, Law bouncing Luffy. Then Law can play out cost Beige.
Or if we don't have anything else, we can always just play the Kid and Killer and keep searching.
Yep.
Cake. Okay, we do have it.
For some reason,
This,
everyone wants to whip you.
I know. I thought I was likable. I'm not too sure what's happening. Uh, maybe I'm too
I,
likable.
I mean, maybe
Uh,
maybe it's the love language,
yeah, yeah. Let's hope.
physical
Um,
harm.
okay, this is looking a lot more interesting than we were meant to assume given the restand law the previous turn.
Yeah, this
That's
one looks really rough for blue purple now.
mhm.
We basically got like everything we want
Even the
from
block now.
the Hevene side.
Here comes the God thread, and away goes the beige.
On this spot, we need to go thread the Cavendish
Yeah, just put in
because we
life.
need it off the board. The Rodon restanding is too threatening. ARJ doesn't have a board yet, so if the Cavendish is on the board on Heaven's 8 Don turn, then he could play Kid with the ability. And then he already has like 2 block on board, so like Kid into beige, and then using the beige, like the 1 cost beige, using
Yeah,
beige to set up your life is really strong.
that is fair enough. And we still
Because,
have a interesting turn going on.
yeah, I mean, you definitely want to Cavendish from life on field now.
Yep. I think I get the feeling that Hevene might have found law, but it's a bit awkward to play it right now.
I mean, yeah, 7 cost law. If you have a good 5 cost in your hand, is still great.
It's funny. Okay.
I mean, I don't hate it. Just use your existing 5 costs to swing big, bounce the Luffy, play out Cavendish, and then also play out the Bonnie.
Yeah.
What can we swing like 6, 6, 8, 6, 7, 7, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, Noro, Noro.
And now we cannot swing with the law anymore.
Oh, we have -1 done as well. Okay.
Yeah, because of
Very
the god trade
relevant.
last turn, we're still in an 8. So that's fine.
Mm.
But yeah, we could still swing 8 and then play both Cavendish and
Funny.
Bonnie.
Hmm.
Hey, Bonnie, stand on. Now it's a 9k swing.
Hmm. On an 8k. Yeah, no, just a 9. We don't want to play that searcher now. Mm. Ooh, that is telling.
Yeah, that looks like room. You could ask yourself if bluffing room is better than
It's very telling.
just not showing it. I hope your opponent forget that it exists.
That is fair enough. Room is very good in this scenario as well, right? Because you do get to restand your blocker and save your protection blocker if you need to.
Hmm. I mean, it depends. We did stun it on, so at best you swing 6. And then room is like not great. So only if he doesn't play a 9 cost now, we get to use room.
Because is not bad, but also not incredible here, is it?
If you put the Cavendish in live, you have 2 live, a blocker. If
Mm.
we assume it's Linlin,
Yeah,
you're probably not dead yet, but maybe close.
yeah. And a holy would be trouble.
We give him the 2k.
Even a Zeus would be trouble.
Yeah, Zeus getting rid of the Nami would also be great.
We might go on the Rocinante route instead. Okay. Okay.
Treasuring.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And we might run out of 2Ks, but
Yeah, 6k swings are awkward for law. Everyone's running 8 2ks nowadays. Very greedy.
yeah, that's fair enough.
And like you don't really want
That's
to block your beige because of Linlin.
Mhm. Ooh. Maybe you room here if you had it.
I mean if you have it, yeah, then for sure.
I am liking the level of confidence ARJ has on like managing the lethal turns here. Not that simple, and there's a lot of pressure on his end too.
Yeah, and he's showing a lot of Don again. No holy.
We have the second Noro.
I mean to be fair, holy is still very strong. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I still like it quite a bit. There are some like fairly powerful plays to be done as well. Hmm. But ARJ has 8 cards in hand.
Yeah, that is a lot. Nami replacing itself in hand.
Twice. Yep.
Yeah. And we do have 0 life, and we basically showed our opponent that we don't have a 2k last turn, because otherwise we would have just 2k'd out.
Yeah.
Unless you want to play Holy now, because then you just take it because you have to take the life anyways.
I feel like this might be a math lethal turn, but I'm not sure I love it. And we are relatively safe if there's not a rest in the blocker situation.
I mean, just 7 cost law would be strong too. Let's say we bound, we swing like the Restand Law, bounce it to hand, play 7 cost law, and heal the 7 cost the Restand Law
Restand.
in
Yep.
life and just pass.
Yep.
And then we get to swing like 6, 6, 6, 8, something. Still like a lot of cards out of hand.
It's
Yeah.
a bit awkward though that basically Noro makes kind of forces you to get into gear 2 range, that forces you to get into giant range. It's very, very annoying. There goes our Dawn again.
Yeah, there wasn't really a way of playing around it.
No.
I mean, you could have started like with a larger swing. Let's say we start 8, so he doesn't want to use the Noro. And then we bounce the Restand Law and swing Cavendish, so that way we get our Dawn back.
Yeah. Knowing that we kind of want to do restand anyways, it makes sense. Especially if our follow-up is going to be that.
I mean, yeah, going 8 with Law and then bouncing it would be very strong. 8 Restand Law, swing Cavendish 6 and Nami or leader after bouncing the Law. Then play 7 cost Law.
Yeah.
And heal.
I feel like we might do the holy play now. Like bounce the restand law. Feel like healing is probably just a bit better, but I don't heavily hate holding. Okay, now who are we bouncing back to hand? Maybe Bunny actually, right?
I mean, if you want to play it, yeah. Bouncing Bonnie to play it, strong. Bouncing Bonnie Restand Law for next turn is also strong. But you could also just bounce the next turn.
If we have the holy, do we like bounce restand law or bounce Bunny? Maybe Bunny, right? Yes, for the counter.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to lose Restand Law. We can leave it on the board for next turn. Swing 8 with the Restand next turn. Bounce it back to hand. Swing big with Cavendish. Play it. Swing big with Cavendish again. But yeah, Hevene is not really sure what to do here. It's a bit of an awkward situation.
It is. He's got okay. That's Bagua. And back we go. No, it's gear. Okay.
Just rested too many dons. Bounce and victory stand.
No life, yeah. I guess we could play the wrist. Okay. Bonnie goes back to hand. And we. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, protects himself from dying a bit. If he
Okay, yeah.
just had
And
like
with.
Law and Beige, maybe like Usuhachi angle could make like could kill him. Like let's say double Usuhachi 6-6-10.
Mm-hmm.
Not like unlikely that it's happening. But now yeah, now he's probably safe.
And having double base also means that your protection is safe even after the first swing.
We take the giant and put it at the bottom.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't think we can afford to do a Sanji play here.
I mean, if it's Sanji into Dofi into Hosi, maybe.
Yeah. I guess so. I mean, although you might still kind of die.
This is funny because I heard them talk. Hevene thought he's a 6-guy leader. He has been playing blue purple too much, it seems.
Oh, true. Yeah, definitely. So he's given 3 1Ks instead. Yeah, that is not very telling.
He's just not showing the 2Ks. He has them, trust. Yeah, another 7. No fear in this man.
Double Usohachi and just go for it. Final 8.
Double Usuhachi 8 would be funny. Yeah, I mean, given what your opponent just showed you, it's not very unlikely that it connects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think after these 2 attacks, it would actually probably work.
But if I die to double Usuhachi 8, then I'm probably unsleeving my deck.
All of my decks, just
Yeah.
starting from scratch, just plain Zoro.
Yeah, after my second round in Amsterdam in my local group chat, I asked them when Riftbound releases.
That was a rough day and hot, very, very hot. Okay, we're going 1 more 7, and we're definitely not dying. We're gonna pass turn with 7 on up, aren't we? Yeah, another couple 1Ks. Yep.
Yeah, and he passed.
Okay. Now the math fest begins.
And we saw two like Noro beams or slow beam, whatever it is, on trash. So I would assume that my opponent just doesn't have a third one. So I'm
Yeah, I
probably not
think so.
playing around it.
8. That's giant number 1.
It's just gear 2.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
To be honest, I think if I was like the blue purple player, yeah, I would assume my opponent Law bounces his Law and then swings Cavendish.
Mm-hmm.
Just your average like Law bounce shenanigans lethal.
Yeah.
Because what you could do, we know that there's the restand law in hand, so we bounce the law from the field to hand. We get to rest it dons.
Yeah.
Then we swing 10 Cavendish, restand 2 of those don, and then we have 5 don left. So we play the restand, swing 10 again. We have 1 don on leader before, so we have 2 again ready to attach to the leader, and 8. And then there's still the 6 from the law, so we could do 6, 8, 10, 10, 8.
Yeah.
And hope we get there.
I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. That does seem like the most sensible way to go about it. And there's no other real ways to do the restanding here.
And yeah, we had to fix Hevene scam first. But it is back.
There we go.
But yeah, 8, 10, 10, 8. And then just squeezing in 6 somewhere with the other law if you want to go for game. But he doesn't really have to go for game. If he has like another blocker, not like unlikely that he can survive.
Yeah, but those Namis have been like basically pressuring you.
For sure.
So I think I would probably max out on going for game here, even if I have a blocker. No. What are we looking for here?
I mean, yeah, maybe blockers.
I mean, I guess we could bounce the law, play the law, bounce the kid killer, and keep searching for blockers and just wall up.
Yeah, we could bounce low. Swing 6 with Cavendish, get the don back, attach some to
Yeah.
leader. Swing like 7, play the law.
You just go a bunch of sixes.
It's not unlikely that he survives through this.
Yeah. Are we going giant on a 6? Okay. Fair enough.
We didn't lose any cards for that.
No.
But yeah, we gianted a 6k swing. At this point, either my opponent is just bricked and bluffing, or he only has events in hand. That's the 2 options that are still left.
There we go. Okay.
That's a 2k.
Oh, true. That is a 2K.
Could have drawn it off giant, but still open if he only has events, or maybe he's bricked up.
Do we need 3 blockers here? Sorry, 4 blockers here is 3 enough. And we just swing once more with that law.
I mean, yeah, if you could bounce law, play law, bounce kid killer, and play a blocker, then we're probably safe.
Yeah. And we get to replay the kid killer as well, right? We have 7 done, so you get to bounce law now, replay it, bounce kid killer, play Bonnie. No, but it doesn't really work because we don't have space. We're gonna go on 8 with the other law. Yeah. Yeah, that's more geared to our Bagua territory. Gear 2. Keep the Bagua up for next turn. Yeah. It is kind of unbelievable how much pressure just the leader ability here does. Oh, we just bounce Kid and Killer.
Yeah, then he plays the law.
We go it again.
Yeah. Afterwards, he told me that he thought he has blocker law in hand, and that the law that he just played is blocker law.
Oh my god, that is very unfortunate.
But yeah,
He had giant red rock in hand as well.
yeah, he wasn't dying in the next 10 years.
That's the Don Quixote build for you.
But yeah,
Although we
we
didn't play
didn't
a
see
single
we
Don
didn't see
Quixote
it.
card all game.
Yeah, we didn't see it. But yeah, if we want to, like, if from the beginning we just planned through that we want to go for game, we swing 8 with law, bounce the law, get Tom
Mhm.
rested on, swing Cavendish 10, freestand law, swing 10, swing 8. But I mean, we probably still wouldn't have gotten there with the cards we saw. But
No,
RJ would have had like 4 done, which is still enough if you have,
0 life and 1 blocker.
yeah, 0
Even,
life and 1 blocker.
I mean, if we leave the second blocker low out and don't swing 6 with that, I guess we might be surviving.
But yeah, that means Dietmar and RJ are both at 15 points, and then like they're slowly getting away from the rest of the Division 2.
Hmm.
Basically, a race between the both of them. Did
Yeah,
they
they're.
play already? I think they played already, right? Yeah, RJ and I think it was Luffy and Bonnie established
I
there.
think so.
I mean,
I
it
think
was
so.
definitely Bonnie from Dietmar, but yeah, I think it was RJ. I think it was the game where he wanted to rest the Zoro. Like he could have rested the Zoro with one of his like rest events as Luffy, but then didn't have enough counter at the end, but almost won.
Yeah,
It was like two
yeah, I
weeks
think that
ago.
makes sense. Yeah. If we take a look at videos from Division 2, we should be able to see it. By the way, you can head to our YouTube and see both divisions games pre-recorded, and like we'd appreciate subscribers. I'm just gonna drop that on chat now. I think most of you are already there, but if you want to see any replays, that's absolutely great.